for Zach and starting this whole thing, huh? This is better than preseason football. Hey, but these are exciting times, like real exciting. I mean, the news is a real shit fest, but times are exciting. Turns out, voting a black guy into office will lower our credit rating. I guess I should have known, right? Hey, I voted for him, so I can say that. I mean, hey, because of Barack, we can also say that the USA is not the greatest country in the world, which is awesome. He's basically, what, George Bush in blackface. He has the exact same policies as George Bush, pretty much. He was coming into office. He said, you know, expect change, which he said they were going to get the people out of Afghanistan and Iraq, which is awesome, maybe so we can protect our borders to Mexico, because those fuckers are crazy. They literally are cutting people's heads off and putting dicks in their mouth. They know how to party. No, but Barack came into office, he was just saying, yo, change, change, change. I guess what he was referring to is, you guys better save your fucking change, because shit is about to go down. So I'm kind of new to Oklahoma. I've lived here a couple of years, and the one thing that really catches me off guard is like the Indian culture. Because I'm from Ohio, and there are like, I mean, there's Indians there, but they own gas stations, if you know what I'm saying. But I was working down in Ada at an Indian hospital, which I assume they had like the same hospitals as us. I can say hospitals. They have the same hospitals as us, maybe different blankets, I don't know. Anyway, me and my buddy were working down there, just kind of talking how weird the hospital is. And a guy comes up to us, he's like, yeah, but have you guys checked out the Indian strip club? So I was like, no. So we go check it out, and it was like any other strip club, except it's the dancers that make it rain. I was walking down the street the other day, or the sidewalk, I don't really walk in the street, but I'm walking and a girl is walking towards me. She's got to weigh like 300 pounds, right? Like if her boss tells her to haul ass, she has to make 2 trips. Anyway, so this girl's walking towards me and she's wearing a Planet Fitness t-shirt. So I got a little giggle, right? I mean, a really large person wearing a Planet Fitness t-shirt, that's ironic, right? Why the fuck does Planet Fitness even make a t-shirt that big, right? I mean, at least Gold's Gym gives you something to aspire to, a tank top, huh? Live it up. So I was reading in Men's Health magazine the other day. Yeah, I read Men's Health magazine. And they had an article in there that said women were like 70% more likely to sleep with a guy on the first date if they had been talking on the internet before, like texting or whatever. Said it didn't make them feel as slutty. Like they knew him, right? Then I started thinking from a guy's point of view, you know what, if you're texting with a girl, it takes like 2 beers and 1 text message to send a picture of your cock, right? And if she doesn't text back LOL or I'm calling the police, there's a pretty good chance you're gonna pull it out on the first date, no? Alright, you guys gotta be with me here. It's a little weird a guy named Bob Barker tried to get us to cut the nuts off our dogs for like 20 years, right? Somebody say aw. So I was at a stoplight the other day, and a homeless guy walks up with this giant drum hanging from him. So I roll my window down to see what he's gonna do. And instead of playing this drum, he pulls out like a tiny trumpet. Like a hobo horn, if you will. Because they gotta carry like small things, because they're mobile, whatever. Anyway, this guy starts wailing away on this horn, and he's pretty good, right? He sounds like a real Louis Armstrong, like a jazz guy from back in the day. And you could clearly tell he was high on heroin. Which was fun, whatever. I started thinking, well, weren't these jazz guys all high on heroin back in the day, too? You know, you don't even see jazz people anymore. No, jazz people is not a racist term, all right? But you don't see any jazz musicians anymore. That's why I like to imagine maybe like a homeless shelter is kind of like a jazz club where they're bebopping and scatting all over the place. All right, well, there may not be bebop in a homeless shelter, but there is definitely scat. It's a long way to go to say scat, huh? My girlfriend recently got a bikini wax, and she said her nipples are really sore. Look, I'll leave you guys with this one. I was behind a dump truck the other day, carrying this thing of rocks, and right behind it says, stay back 200 feet, not responsible for damage. I thought, awesome. So that pissed me off a little bit, because now I got a chipped windshield. The one that really got me, I went into a grocery store, and they said, warning, not responsible for shopping cart damage. So, that's the deal, right? All you gotta do is put it in writing, and you're not responsible for your own property anymore. That's when I got the idea. I'm gonna have a t-shirt made up, wear it to a bar that says, warning, I get a little rapey when I get drunk, so it's on you, because it's in writing. Hey, thank you very much, guys. It's been awesome.